It's about a show about a woman that goes through time.
The silence has been shattered. Sam Heughan finally speaks out, and what he revealed has sent shockwaves through Outlander fandom. Tony McGill has reportedly filed for divorce from Caitriona Balfe, and insiders say it all traces back to one steamy scene with Sam. Was it just acting or something deeper? The boundaries between fiction and reality may have just blown up. And we've got all the stunning details. In a shocking twist that sent the Outlander fandom into a tailspin, reports are emerging that Tony McGill has officially filed for divorce from actress Caitriona Balfe, and insiders claim it all ties back to a controversial nude scene with Sam Heughan. For years, fans have speculated about the undeniable on-screen chemistry between Caitriona and Sam, who play the deeply connected couple Claire and Jamie Fraser on the hit series. But now, whispers from Hollywood insiders suggest that the intense scenes may have spilled over into real life, and that it may have been too much for Tony McGill to take. Sam Heughan's emotional confession. Fueling the fire is Sam Heughan's recent bombshell interview, where he unexpectedly opened up about the emotional toll of filming intimate scenes with his longtime co-star. While Sam didn't mention names directly, his words were clear. Sometimes, it's hard to leave it all on set. There are moments that linger. The connection, it's not something you can fake completely. That single quote has exploded across fan forums and social media, with many believing it's a subtle admission of deeper feelings for Caitriona. The scene that changed everything. Sources say Tony McGill was particularly shaken by a recent, highly intense love scene between Claire and Jamie in the latest season. The scene was praised for its vulnerability and raw emotion, but behind the camera, it may have sparked serious turmoil in Caitriona's personal life. An insider close to the production claimed, "Tony has always been supportive, but this one hit differently. The closeness, the vulnerability. He felt like an outsider watching something real." Caitriona caught in the crossfire. Caitriona Balfe, who has fiercely guarded her private life, has not commented on the divorce rumors, but fans have noticed she's been unusually quiet on social media. She's also been spotted without her wedding ring in recent paparazzi photos, further fueling speculation. Her marriage to music producer Tony McGill was seen as solid, but fans have long questioned the lack of public affection or appearances between the couple. In contrast, Caitriona's friendship and comfort with Sam Heughan has always been front and center. Red carpet moments, interviews, and countless behind-the-scenes clips that sparked millions of fan edits. Fans react, "It was always Sam and Kate." Social media has erupted with fan theories and heartbreak. One post on X reads, "I'm devastated for Caitriona, but honestly, this always felt inevitable. The way Sam looks at her? Tony never stood a chance." Another fan wrote, "If Sam and Kate were just acting, they deserve Oscars. But if this is real, my heart breaks for everyone involved." What happens now? As of now, no legal documents have been publicly filed, and neither Caitriona nor Tony have made official statements. But the timing of Sam's remarks, the intense on-screen scenes, and Caitriona's recent absence from public events are painting a clear, and painful, picture. Industry insiders believe this could lead to a major shift in Caitriona's public image, especially if the rumored divorce becomes official. For Sam, the fallout could be equally intense, as fans try to separate the man from the character he plays. The Outlander fandom is reeling after explosive new reports suggest that Caitriona Balfe's husband, Tony McGill, has filed for divorce. And the reason behind the alleged split is turning heads across Hollywood and beyond. According to insiders, the marriage breakdown stems from a recent intimate scene between Caitriona and her longtime co-star Sam Heughan, coupled with a deeply emotional revelation from Sam himself that fans say changes everything. Sam Heughan recently shocked fans during an interview where he hinted that filming romantic scenes with Caitriona Balfe had a lasting emotional impact on him. "Sometimes it's hard to leave it all on set," he said. "There are moments that linger. The connection, it's not something you can fake completely." Those words have sparked a wildfire of speculation, with many believing it was a thinly veiled confession of real feelings. And now, the consequences may be surfacing in Caitriona's personal life. Sources close to the situation claim Tony McGill was deeply affected by a recent nude scene between Claire and Jamie in the new season of Outlander. Though he supported Caitriona's acting career for years, insiders say this particular scene struck a nerve. It wasn't just about physicality, one source revealed. The emotion, the intensity, it didn't look like acting. It looked real, and Tony noticed. To make matters more intense, fans have noted Caitriona's recent absence from public events and social media. Even more telling, she's been spotted without her wedding ring in several candid photos. While no official divorce papers have surfaced, the online buzz suggests that a separation is already in motion. Caitriona has yet to address the rumors, staying silent as headlines mount. Meanwhile, the fandom is divided, some expressing sadness for the end of Caitriona's marriage, others reigniting long-held hopes for a real-life romance between her and Sam. "It's always been Sam and Kate," one fan posted. "They just have something no one else can touch." Another added, "If Tony really left because of that scene, that says a lot about what was really going on behind closed doors." While neither Caitriona nor Sam have publicly acknowledged the divorce rumors, the tension is palpable. Whether this is the end of a chapter or the beginning of something new, one thing is certain, this story is far from over. Sam Heughan, the charismatic Scottish heartthrob and Outlander star, has once again set social media ablaze. This time with a single, well-timed Instagram photo that left fans gasping for breath and scrambling to comment. On Thursday, June 26, the 45-year-old actor posted a smoldering selfie that quickly morphed into a viral sensation. Posing in a bicep-bearing cutoff t-shirt, conveniently branded with his own liquor company, Sassenach, Heughan flexed his bulging muscles in a casual, confident stance that had fans melting in real time. "Feeling sassy," he captioned the snap, a cheeky nod to his whiskey label and perhaps to his own undeniable appeal. The post felt effortless, yet curated, as Heughan mastered the art of the modern-day thirst trap with the ease of someone who's been breaking hearts on-screen and off for nearly a decade. As the photo rocketed to thousands of likes within minutes, fans flooded the comments section with adoration, heart emojis, and thirst-fueled humor. "Looking fine, sassy Sam," one fan quipped, clearly referencing both his looks and his label, while another chimed in with, "Now this is just showing off, Sam," echoing the universal sentiment that the Scottish actor knows exactly what he's doing, and fans love him for it. Another commenter simply stated what everyone else was thinking. "You never disappoint, Sam." But this thirst trap was more than just a flex of muscles. It was a flex of branding, confidence, and Heughan's uncanny ability to connect with his global audience in ways that feel both personal and aspirational. Though best known for his role as Jamie Fraser in Outlander, where he plays the rugged, romantic Highland warrior who has captured the hearts of fans for 8 seasons, Sam Heughan has carved out a dynamic public persona that transcends the screen. He's a savvy entrepreneur, a fitness enthusiast, and a social media maestro, all of which were on full display in his June 26 post. The t-shirt he wore wasn't just any old workout gear. It was a deliberate choice to spotlight his successful liquor brand, Sassenach Spirits. Launched in 2019, Sassenach quickly became a favorite among fans not only because of its smooth Scotch whiskey and recently expanded gin line, but because it's a direct extension of Heughan himself. The name Sassenach, famously Jamie Fraser's endearing nickname for Claire in Outlander, evokes warmth, passion, and Scottish pride, qualities that fans associate directly with Heughan. In this way, the thirst trap becomes more than eye candy. It becomes a branding powerhouse, effortlessly merging celebrity, product, and persona. When Heughan posts a shirtless selfie in a Sassenach tee, he's not just flexing his biceps, he's flexing his empire. Fans have long admired Heughan not just for his looks, but for his authenticity. He's the kind of celebrity who seems genuinely grateful for his success, who interacts with fans on social media with warmth and humility, and who uses his platform to support meaningful causes. Whether he's running marathons for blood cancer awareness, promoting mental health with his My Peak Challenge fitness initiative, or simply posting candid moments from behind the scenes, Heughan has cultivated a fanbase that's loyal, passionate, and deeply engaged. So when he drops a thirst trap, it isn't just about the visual, it's about the emotional connection. Fans feel like they know him, they're rooting for him, and they feel seen when he shares moments like these. It's no wonder the comments are filled not just with flame emojis, but with heartfelt messages about how much Heughan's presence and positivity have meant to his followers during tough times. "You're such an inspiration, Sam. Thank you for sharing your light with us," one fan wrote. "This man is aging like fine whiskey," another joked, to which hundreds quickly agreed. And aging well he is. At 45, Sam Heughan appears to be in peak physical condition, and he doesn't shy away from showing off the results of his disciplined fitness routine. Regular followers of his Instagram are treated to glimpses of grueling workouts, scenic runs through the Scottish Highlands, and even light-hearted clips of him training for action roles. His approach to fitness is holistic, focusing on strength, endurance, and mental well-being. That's why the My Peak Challenge community he founded has gained such traction globally. It encourages participants to set personal fitness goals while giving back to charitable causes, creating a movement that goes beyond vanity or aesthetics. Still, it doesn't hurt that the founder happens to be one of the most attractive men on television. In fact, every new Heughan post becomes a moment of celebration for fans who eagerly await any content he shares. "Every photo of Sam is like a gift," one follower wrote under the June 26 post. "I don't care if it's a selfie or a still from a TV show, I will double tap every single one." But the buzz around this particular thirst trap also speaks to a broader truth about celebrity culture in the digital age. In an era where fans crave authenticity as much as glamour, Heughan strikes the perfect balance. He doesn't overshare. He doesn't stage paparazzi moments. He posts with intention, and it shows. Whether it's a behind-the-scenes snap from the set of Outlander, a moody black and white headshot, or a playful selfie in Sassenach merch, every post feels like a curated window into Heughan's life. And the fact that he does it all with a knowing wink only adds to his charm. "Sam knows exactly what he's doing, and we're all here for it," one fan commented. "He could post once a week and still own the internet." This latest thirst trap only reinforces that truth. As news outlets and fan blogs quickly picked up the June 26 photo, it became clear that Sam Heughan isn't just trending because of a single selfie. He's trending because he remains one of the most compelling and beloved actors in the business. The photo sparked renewed interest in Outlander as well, especially as fans anticipate the second part of Season 8, the final chapter in the epic saga that launched Heughan into superstardom. For many viewers, Jamie Fraser is more than a character. He's a symbol of strength, devotion, and passion. And Heughan has embodied those traits so completely that it's hard to separate the actor from the role. That's why every post, every appearance, every candid smile from Heughan resonates so deeply. He carries the spirit of Outlander with him, even when he's just flexing in a t-shirt. Beyond the fictional world, Heughan is also keeping busy with new film projects and business ventures. His recent thriller, The Couple Next Door, showcased a darker, more complex side of his acting range, earning praise from critics and fans alike. Meanwhile, his memoir, Waypoints, offered a candid look into his personal journey, including the struggles and triumphs that shaped him into the man he is today. In interviews, Heughan often talks about the pressure of fame and the importance of staying grounded, a sentiment that many fans relate to. That's part of the reason his posts never come off as arrogant or self-absorbed. Even when he's flexing those jaw-dropping biceps, there's an undercurrent of humility and gratitude that makes it feel like he's inviting fans to celebrate with him, not just admire from afar. And celebrate they do. Within hours of the post going live, fan accounts across Instagram, X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook began reposting the photo with captions ranging from hilarious memes to heartfelt tributes. Edits, reels, and reaction videos poured in as the fandom did what it does best: elevate a moment into a full-blown event. Raise your hand if Sam Heughan just made your whole week. One fan posted alongside a gif of someone fainting. Others speculated that the thirst trap was a subtle hint about an upcoming announcement, like a new Sassenach product or an Outlander-related teaser. While nothing official has been confirmed, fans remain on high alert for any follow-up posts. "He knows how to drop a bomb and walk away," joked one follower. "Now we'll all be refreshing his page for the next 48 hours. In truth, Heughan doesn't need to say much. His presence alone speaks volumes, and his fans are more than willing to fill in the blanks. That's the beauty of his connection with his audience. It's not built on controversy or hype, but on years of consistent interaction, honest storytelling, and genuine passion for his craft. Whether he's starring in a steamy scene on television, launching a luxury spirit, or casually posting a thirst trap, Sam Heughan continues to define what it means to be a modern-day leading man. He's rugged yet refined, humble yet confident, private yet approachable, and perhaps most importantly, he understands that a single photo, when done right, can say more than 1,000 words. So as the dust settles from Heughan's latest social media triumph, one thing is clear. Fans still can't get enough. Whether they've been watching him since season 1 of Outlander, or just discovered him through one of his thirst traps, Sam Heughan continues to captivate, charm, and inspire. And if June 26th is any indication, he's only just getting started. After all, when you're Sam Heughan, a flex isn't just a flex, it's a cultural moment. Before he was Jamie Fraser, Outlander's rugged Highland warrior with a heart of gold, Sam Heughan was a young dreamer chasing inspiration across foreign cities. Long before red carpets, Emmy buzz, and global fandoms, he was just a Scottish lad with a backpack, limited funds, and a vague sense of adventure. But what happened in New York City, with only $30 in his pocket, would turn into one of the most formative experiences of his life. In a recent interview on the Travel Diaries podcast, the 45-year-old actor peeled back the layers of his well-groomed celebrity image to reveal a deeply personal memory, one filled with uncertainty, serendipity, and the kind of cinematic twist you'd expect from a character in one of his own period dramas. Let's dive into the story that fans are calling a real-life Outlander moment, and how a broke young actor's last-minute splurge at the Empire State Building turned into a spiritual signpost that may have helped set him on the path to stardom. Growing up in Balmaclellan, a small village in Dumfries and Galloway, Heughan didn't come from privilege. Raised by a single mother after his father left when he was just a child, Sam's early life was shaped by hardship and humility. His family lived in converted stables on the grounds of an old castle, and dreams of acting were distant and abstract. But even then, a desire to explore, to escape the confines of rural Scotland, burned inside him. After completing school, Heughan decided to defer university and take a gap year, a decision that would change his life. Most people take this time to relax or pursue internships. Heughan, however, packed a bag, bought an Interrail pass, and set out to explore Europe with an open mind and almost no plan. "I didn't know exactly what I was looking for," he shared on the podcast. "But I knew I had to get out into the world. I had to see more than what was around me." His travels took him to far-flung corners of Europe, including Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, places off the typical tourist map, especially for a teenager traveling alone in the early 2000s. He soaked in cultures, made friends with strangers, and navigated the unknown, all while sketching out his future in the back of his mind. New York City was supposed to be the last hurrah of Heughan's whirlwind adventure. The plan was loose: arrive, explore a bit, and then make his way back to the UK. But once he landed, reality hit hard. "I had perhaps $30 left in my pocket," he recalled, "and I had no idea how I was going to get home." At this point, most travelers might panic. Heughan didn't. Instead, he looked at his dwindling funds and did something completely irrational, but in hindsight, totally poetic. "I thought, what do I do with this $30? He said. "Instead of doing something sensible, like calling my mom or trying to get home, I decided to go up the Empire State Building." Yes, with barely enough money to buy a meal, Sam Heughan spent his last dollars climbing one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. But it wasn't just sightseeing. It felt like a moment of clarity. "I went up there to catch the view," he said. "And for some reason Val Kilmer was up there. I took a photo of him and was like, oh my God, there's a famous actor up here." I don't know, maybe it was a sign. Val Kilmer, the Hollywood icon known for roles in Top Gun and The Doors, standing unknowingly in the same place as a broke aspiring actor from Scotland, was more than coincidence. It was kismet. In that moment, perched above the Manhattan skyline, camera in hand, Heughan didn't feel lost. He felt like something was aligning. With his money spent and his options exhausted, Heughan returned to the hostel where he had been staying. That's when fate intervened once again. "There was a note on my door from a very good school friend of mine," he said. "He had flown out to New York and tracked me down, and we spent a week together in DC. The timing was miraculous. In a city of over 8 million people, his friend had managed to find him, without cell phones, GPS tracking, or social media. It was old-school loyalty, the kind that endures when everything else feels unstable. And it was exactly what Heughan needed. "I was very lucky to be rescued by my friend," he said. "And in some sense, rescued by a fellow actor." That line, "rescued by a fellow actor," is particularly poignant. It underscores the deep camaraderie that often forms in the arts. When you're in this business, especially in the early days, you rely on those who understand the hustle, the doubt, the quiet hunger. Sometimes, the only people who will truly see you are the ones walking the same unpredictable path. Heughan often speaks about that time in his life not with embarrassment, but with profound gratitude. It was humbling, yes, but it also proved to him that survival isn't always about strategy. It's often about surrender, instinct, and trusting that the universe will catch you when you leap. "I think that experience taught me something," he reflected. "It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to be lost for a while." What could have been a cautionary tale became a transformative memory. Years later, after studying at the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland and slowly building his acting resume through theatre and British television, Heughan would land his breakout role as Jamie Fraser in Outlander. A part that demanded emotional depth, physical endurance, and the kind of quiet resilience forged in real life. Today, Sam Heughan is a global star. With Outlander entering its final season and several film projects under his belt, including Bloodshot, The Spy Who Dumped Me, and Love Again, he's as busy as ever. He's also a successful entrepreneur with his own whiskey brand, Sassenach Spirits, and a best-selling author of Waypoints, his memoir that explores hiking the West Highland Way. But through it all, he hasn't forgotten who he was before the fame. The 20-something drifter in New York City with $30, a Polaroid camera, and nothing but dreams. In fact, that memory lives on in how he interacts with fans, how he supports up-and-coming actors, and how he approaches life's unexpected detours. "I think we all have those moments," he said, "where we feel like we're on the edge. But it's in those moments we discover who we are." In many ways, Sam Heughan's climb up the Empire State Building wasn't just a tourist detour. It was a symbolic ascent. He went up with uncertainty and came down with a story that would one day inspire millions. That day in New York didn't mark the end of his journey, it marked the beginning. A beginning wrapped not in luxury or clarity, but in intuition, friendship, and the strange appearance of a Hollywood star on a rooftop. Whether it was destiny, coincidence, or just one of life's many quirky twists, Sam Heughan's $30 gamble reminds us all of something vital. You don't need to have everything figured out. Sometimes you just need to keep moving forward, one step at a time.